Well, hi, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about two systems in our body. One is the respiratory system, and one is the skin. Both of these systems have organs or sets of tissue that work together to perform a particular function. Let's start with the respiratory system. The respiratory system's function is to take in oxygen, deliver it to our circulatory system, which pumps blood through our body, and to carry that oxygen to the body's cells. At the same time, the respiratory system has to get rid of carbon dioxide from our bodies. Carbon dioxide is considered a waste gas in our body. It's gas that, when we breathe out, a lot of what we breathe out is carbon dioxide. So, oxygen is needed in our body to burn nutrients and for life itself to happen. In fact, nobody can survive very long at all without oxygen. The respiratory system warms the air and cleans the air as it enters our body and moves through to our organs. The major parts and organs in the respiratory system are the nasal passages, which are up in our nose and in our head, the trachea or windpipe, the lungs, which are two bags that fill with air, basically, and they're filled with air tubes called bronchi and air sacs called alveoli. Several muscles help the respiratory system do its work. The most important muscle that does this work is the diaphragm. It rests at the bottom of the lungs. When the diaphragm flexes down, it brings air into the body. It allows the lungs to expand. When the diaphragm pushes up, it pushes air out of the body. A person inhales or breathes in and exhales or breathes out just about 12 times a minute on average. When we exercise, the breathing rate increases. That carries more oxygen to the cells of our body. To maintain a healthy respiratory system, we need to remember we should always avoid tobacco smoke and all air pollutants, and we need to exercise regularly so we train our body to get oxygen to our muscles and the cells all over our body efficiently. Well, that's where we'll leave the respiratory system for now. And let's pick up with skin. Skin has many important functions. Those functions include keeping the body warm or cooling the body off when it gets too hot, preventing germs from entering into the body, preventing water from leaving the body, and the skin acts as a sensory organ, which means, along with the nerves that run through it, it picks up touch messages and sends them to the brain. Caring for our skin includes regular washing, protecting the skin from injury and overexposure to the sun. By the way, avoiding the harmful rays of the sun is especially important during childhood. Kids should use sunscreen, stay in the shade, avoid sun during the middle of the day, and wear protective clothing to avoid sunburns. Sunburns with blisters before adulthood greatly increase the chances of skin cancer later in life, so we want to avoid getting bad sunburns when we're young. Other things we can do to keep our skin healthy are eating nutrient-dense foods, those foods we've talked about many times before. They don't just help our body work inside, they help our skin on the outside. Drinking plenty of water is important as well. And getting enough sleep, believe it or not, helps our skin stay healthy and repair itself. So let's think back. We want to remember when it comes to the respiratory system that the respiratory system primary function, is to bring oxygen into our body and get rid of carbon dioxide and waste gases. We want to remember that our skin has several important functions as well, keeping our body warm or cool, making sure that our body doesn't allow germs to come straight into it. It's kind of like a big barrier, and preventing water from leaving our body, and also letting us know if we're touching something too hot, too cold, or something that's going to hurt us. Thanks a lot for listening today.